Welcome back to Juice TV NZOWN. Now, a couple of years ago, you guys would have remembered a band called 8 disbanding. And we're talking to the lead singer of that band. His name is Bruce Conlon, and he is going out and doing his own debut solo album. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Nice to have you here. Now, tell us about this debut solo album, because it has been a couple of years since we've seen you. You haven't actually been in New Zealand.
No, we had the 9 years of 8. Should have been 8 really, but we decided to call that a day. I started recording the new album before I left a couple of years ago. Finished most of it in the UK, mastered it in New York, and now I'm back because I have to release it here first. So I was pretty excited about it, so I've just come back.
That's the past 2 years in a nutshell.
Pretty much, and a whole lot of working to actually pay the bills over there because London rent is somewhere up there. So yeah, it's cool. Nice.
So since 8, obviously you were the principal songwriter of the band, and now you're doing your own solo work. Like, what has been the greatest benefit, I suppose, from going out and doing it on your own?
I think it's the thing about it is, like, when you're with a band, you kind of got that almost group think, and there's a protection of the band as well. It's like, is this song cool and stuff like that, and you're kind of working together and you work it out. And I think the thing about going solo, having written most of the songs of 8 anyway, it's totally my thing. And so in some sense it's kind of scary, because you're thinking I'm naked. People, if you don't like this, you don't like my stuff, but the other side of it is it's quite, that's why I kind of called it Audience of One, because it was a lot about, I want to just do an album that even if only one person buys it, I'm really happy with. And I didn't know how many people would buy it, so I couldn't really call it Audience of 126 or something.
And going up.
Yeah, and then my mum would buy it, my sister, and stuff like that, so yeah.
It's little population number 2 is just going up and up and up.
Just ticking along the bottom, another album sold today.
The first single from the album, Two Worlds Colliding, is that in any way a reference to perhaps being from New Zealand and being in London?
Ironically, I think it probably was. Like, when I was writing about it, and I've been thinking about it, because I kind of wrote it before I went, and it's definitely about that thing of either the two sides of your life, or just that kind of opposing things that you have going on, whether it's work and music and you're trying to balance the two, or whether it's whatever it is. I think we did that play off in the video of me being the musician, me being the suit, the work guy. But I think it's anything where you kind of got that trying to balance the sides of life, and you're just going a bit mad. The song was just kind of about me. I feel like I'm going mad. What am I doing? I'm moving to another country and doing stuff, but I really wanted to do it, so we did.
Do you have to have a day job while you're in London?
I do.
There's 2 worlds.
Yeah, pretty much. And the cool thing is, like, I'm with a really amazing web agency over there. They do huge websites, and had a lot of fun being with them, because they're obviously a bunch of creative nutters as well. So they really respect the music, and they've been really cool. Just let me go do gigs, knock off work early, and do some stuff. But yeah, it pays the bills. I do enjoy it, but certainly if someone came along and said, "Hey, here's £1 million. Do you want to do music for a while?" Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Doesn't sound so bad.
No, hasn't happened yet though.
And the second single from the album Audience of One, Long Lost Friend, I was watching the video for that. It's actually really cute, very sparse, teddy bear and snow.
Yeah.
I think possibly the same could be said. That's kind of what your music is like. It's quite sparse, quite gentle and sweet.
Oh, that's very nice. And I hope people get that. Like, we were kind of thinking about the second single, obviously Two Worlds, a bit more sort of pop in that way, and we're kind of thinking, well, what do we do for the second single? I had another slightly rock one, which probably resembled 8 a little bit more, which I still might release pretty soon as well. But I thought, I kind of want to throw it left to centre. If people are going to see the album from beginning to end and kind of see what I'm doing now, Long Lost Friend's a really representative song, I think, for the rest of the album too. And I think it kind of embodies a lot of the heart of the other stuff that I'm trying to do. And actually, Long Lost Friend was about 8. It was actually kind of, it's my way of musically saying, thanks guys. And then the guys who did the video, Special Problems guys, it was insane. They just went over to Zealand in Michigan, so this was the Zealand before we became the new Zealand. And they went over there and they filmed it, and it was on Grand Rapids Lake, all frozen waves. Like, there's one big shot right at the beginning where you just kind of get to see the panorama, and it's just like, oh my goodness, that's not New Zealand, but it was Zealand. And they just filmed it, and Joel was just covered in snow. He walked around in this bear suit. I don't think he was enjoying it too much, but it was freezing. But they just did such an amazing job.
It's surprising, because I would have always thought maybe wearing a bear suit would keep you quite warm.
Well, yeah, he had mittens on and stuff like that, but yeah, I think after a while lying in the snow and the bike thing falling in the snow, I think getting a little bit wet. But yeah, man, the result came back and Cam said, "Oh, here you go, here it is." And I was just watching it going, just so the song. It's kind
so
of like
cool.
slightly poetically serious, but then a bit of a laugh in the middle there as well, which is, it's cool.
I love the pink balloons.
Yeah, it was great. It was a nice little offset, all white, and then just these pink things. Yeah, it was great.
So the album Audience of One is about to hit the stores. It's already available for download, is that right?
It is. So it went to download on the 28th of April, and 5th of May it's in stores. So I think by the time you guys have seen this, it's in stores. Buy it so that I can buy coffee instead of eating rice for the rest of my life, please. Yeah.
Not desperate at all.
No.
Awesome. And if people would like to find out a little bit more about Bruce Conlon, your solo project, how can they do that?
The website, bruceconlon.com, and MySpace/Bruce Conlon. It's got all the info there, and there's a mailing list on there. Jump on there and I'll let you know about a whole lot of stuff.
Bruce, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me on the show today.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're watching GSTV NZOWN. We're going to check out the latest video from Bruce. This one is called Long Lost Friend.